As New York beaches officially open for the summer this weekend, millions of families will be heading to the water. Drowning can happen quickly and quietly, and experts say preparation and awareness can save lives. Joining us now is Shawn Slevin, founder and executive director of the Swim Strong Foundation. Welcome. Good to see you this morning.
Mary, thank you so much for having me.
Let's talk about the beach first. Sadly, a swimmer went missing at Rockaway Beach earlier this week. What do swimmers need to be aware of before getting in the ocean?
Well, I think maybe even to step that back just a moment and address some myths that really need to be broken. And the first one is the fact that drowning really looks nothing like we see it on TV or that Hollywood creates for us. Drowning is actually silent and it's quick. So it's important to be watchful of friends and loved one in the water when you're seeing something that's a little bit different, a little bit off, that you are alerting someone who can help, and hopefully that's the lifeguard. Sadly, the young man that is still missing was on the beach with many friends during a time when the lifeguards are not even on duty. We haven't even opened our beaches officially yet.
For those heading to the pools, what are some important safety reminders there?
Similarly, at pools, we need to make sure that we actually know where we're going into the water, that it's within the depth that we are comfortable at. Sometimes people think that if there's a lot of people in the pool, that reduces the risk of drowning and they don't have to be quite so watchful. But again, drowning is something that happens very quickly and it's silent. And there have been situations where people have slipped under the water virtually next to a person and the person isn't even aware. So we just all have to be very watchful of what's going on around us. And when we ourselves are not feeling 100%, get out.
And kids are so vulnerable, a group around the water. What can caregivers do to make sure that they stay safe this summer?
There's several things. First and foremost is the watchful eye, particularly for very young children. Those children should not be beyond the arm's reach of a parent or an adult family member, always, and eyes on your group. It's easy to think that because there may be a lifeguard present, I can relax. I can read my book, I can socialize with my friends, but the reality is the lifeguard is looking over a fairly large area and many people generally in that area. You are looking for your loved ones and watching your loved ones in the water. So you can alert the lifeguard if you notice, again, something that's a little bit off, that's an indication that something could be wrong. The other thing I want to mention, that particularly for young children, please do not use those water wings or puddle jumpers. Anything that is inflatable can deflate, and it does. Those are toys. They are not safety devices. If someone needs help, they should be wearing a Coast Guard certified life jacket, in no way any type of flotation devices.
Our focus is often on kids, but anyone can drown. What about safety tips for adults?
Yeah, again, it goes back to that watchful eye. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but it's so true. All of us, actually, the most knowledgeable that we can be about the water conditions that we're thinking about entering, we are our first line of best defense. And so therefore, if we are knowledgeable, for example, that a storm is happening down in the Caribbean, 15,000 miles away from us, and know that that storm is going to impact the rip currents on our beaches, then we're going to be wise and not go into the water. We're going to make a different choice that day to go to a swimming pool, for example, and not put ourselves at risk in the open water.
Well, Shawn Slevin, founder and executive director of Swim Strong Foundation, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Let's hope we all have a safe summer. Thank you, Mary.